Well, this was unfortunate. Oh, I mean, I'm sinking. Look at that. And of course, my auger's over the creek and I can't get unloaded. Well, I don't have a hat on. I got nice clothes. I just come from church. So
he's got his toupee.
Yeah, I got my toupee.
It's stuck down. You got it stuck down good because it's windy out.
Yeah, it's gonna flop over otherwise. Anyway, so Steph and I, she was coming over to get the camera to do a video or to do the editing, and I said, you know what? I really want to talk a little bit about the grain cart. I didn't get to give my 2 cents on it. Obviously, she's the one that's been running it, but there's some features on it that we didn't cover on the last one, and I want to kind of I want to show you guys some things. Steph and I are going to go out, and let's go look at this cart again. I just brought it up here from across the yard. We actually got 3/10 of rain last night, and they were calling up to 1 inch, so I'm glad we only got that. But this time of year, it looks like you got 1 inch. Look at the water. That's 3/10. And it is windy. Oh, there goes my hair.
There goes
oh my God.
Catch it.
Oh, catch it. Oh my God, that's so bad. All right, I gotta get a hat. All right, so let's talk about the cart a little bit more. So anyway, we just did a really quick overview of it last time, but we want to get into the finer points of this thing. Sorry about the wind. It's like 80 mile an hour right now. We hardly ever get wind, so we're gonna tuck in behind the tractor. First of all, I guess let's go up to their, I'm gonna show you that little iPad they got. All right, so you just turn it on like that, boom. There it is. Swipe to open. Haul Master right there. This little pad does a lot for you. It'll keep track of all your weights, truckload weights. It'll keep track of your field weights. Once you get it set up, it'll do field weights or your field total weight, and then your load by load. And it's got an auto function on it, so you can set. Let's say you want to put 60,000 pounds in a car in the semi. It'll have an auto gate on here, so you can set it up. It'll automatically close the gate at an X amount. So let's say it's 60,000 pounds. It'll close the gate when it gets to 60,000 pounds or right before there. So no overloading trucks or anything like that. And then you can get all this information put to your whatever system you use on your farm, whether it's John Deere Op Center or whatever case runs and stuff like that. Whatever system you guys like to use on farm management, this will tie into it. So pretty cool stuff. That's the technology side of it here. Steph went over the functions of the stick already. You guys seen that in the last video. Really simple, really cool. Double click, auto fold. How do you like it?
I liked it. It was super easy. Even Joe Blow off the street could come in here and you could tell him how to use it in 5 seconds. He would have it figured out.
So what she's saying is,
now, I'm not saying I'm an idiot.
just about any idiot could run this thing.
Pretty much. Yeah, to unload, yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah.
If any of you want to give it a try, come on out and you can sit in here and try drive grain cart. Speaking
of that, if you guys want to try one of these grain carts, find an Elmer's dealer. A lot of them are you can go through your John Deere dealer if they sell Elmer carts or whoever. They'll bring a cart right to you to demo. Yeah, so this is a pretty neat experience. I want to show you that that unplug feature on this thing. Steph hasn't done it yet, but I used it once already. Fancy boots. I've had these boots for quite a while, actually. All right, so the whole hookup system here is really nice and easy. So this is for your fire suppression. You got a real nice, easy diagram here, which I actually really like, because there's nothing worse than coming to hook something up and you don't know, like, oh, where's that hose go and where's this hose go. This is pretty sweet. And then they got these really nice covers. It's just little things that kind of make the difference on something when you buy and you spend good money for something. It's nice to see that
the little details matter.
The little details matter. So, and then they got the nice hookups. I mean, this is just little stuff, but whatever. That's your gate indicator right there. This here. Now this thing is pretty cool. So I did this once when we were bagging, and I left the gate open like a Ricky, or that's what Dane would call me. And anyway, the auger on the floor was full, and I turned it on, and I didn't have the RPMs up. Anyway, long story short, it killed the tractor and everything was full. And then I remembered they had this on here. So I went out there, and it's so simple. You just go like that, and that disengages this, and this cleaned right out. And all I did was come back in here and go like this, and off she went. I didn't have to dump any grain. I didn't have to do anything. We did that on yours a couple times.
Yeah, I left my chute open and it was plumb full.
Yep.
And it killed the tractor. The PTO kept slipping. So we had to drain it all out on the bottom.
This is a really awesome feature, and this is an Elmer's exclusive type of deal. So just let you know, there it is. Honestly, I'd probably say out of all the features, I mean, technology wise is really cool, but this is a feature I really like. And I like there's no belts. It's not belt driven. It's all oil bath. So this is for the auto control for your gate. So it's wirelessly controlled by the iPad if you choose to do that. It's got a really nice reach on it. Anyway, okay, moving on. It has a fire suppression system on it. This is really, really cool. You can carry 150 gallons of water. You got a nice reel here, and it's no gas powered. It's just turn on a switch in the cab and boom, there you go. These tracks. This thing rolls so easy compared to our, I mean, it hardly, I mean, it rolls so nice on, I mean, look how big these idlers are just. And I'm not trying to like convince you guys that you need to buy one of these, but like these guys have spent a lot of time trying to figure this out, and it shows. I'm impressed. So oscillating bogey wheel, obviously. Here's your pressure. This shows you your pressure on your track tension. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a 1,300 bushel cart. They have anywhere from 1,300 to 2,300 bushel carts. And actually, if you guys are looking for one, or even want to demo one up in northern Minnesota or wherever, they can get you a cart anywhere. But anyway, this one here is for sale. So if you are looking for one, this one, and they have other ones ready to go at their facility. You know, this cart is what they had available for us to demo. We run a 2,000 bushel cart. So this particular cart, we're not going to purchase this one, but they're looking into getting us a 2,000 bushel cart over here to take care of us. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much more these guys can put on these grain carts. I mean, you know, you think about it, 20 years ago, they were just a little wagon with wheels on them. I mean, that was it. Now we got auto gates. It's got tracking all the loads. I mean, they've turned into a tool more than just a support piece. Well, I just wanted to give you a little more update on the cart, and you'll see it in the next video doing some corn harvest and stuff. Well, thanks for watching this little informational review on the cart. Back to scheduled programming. Well, Steph's not here in the field yet, so I'm moving the grain cart to the next field. We're still on soybeans. By this afternoon, we're going to be half done with beans. There's a few guys around that have been dipping into corn up here. Anywhere from 24 to 34 is what I'm hearing on moisture. 34, I don't know why you take it, but it's each their own. So yeah, so some of the earlier stuff is 24, and it's coming off nice for them. With our little dryer, we're not too excited about it. We don't have a ton of acres, 1,200 acres of corn this year. So as far as the, you know, hurrying up and getting it off, just as well let this warm weather dry it down a little more naturally. That's what we're doing. We got probably another 5 days worth of combining or worth of bean harvest left. We are supposed to get some rain tonight, anywhere from a 1/2 inch to 2 inch, if that nails it down. And I got a sensor that's acting up. There's nothing wrong with the transmission filter, so I got to shut it off and restart it to get it to come back to life. So the bean yield's been pretty good. I've been very happy with how things are coming off that way, but we just can't chase the moisture fast enough. The moisture disappears faster than we can combine, at least from field to field. I mean, we're combining 9% beans yesterday, which, whatever, it is what it is, but yeah.
Had some rain showers in the area just skirting us to the west. Pretty heavy ones, actually. I mean, we're right on the edge. We got a couple drops earlier. This is day 3, by the way, of bean harvest. Anyway, we're making dust still, but whether to keep going or not, it's 4:45. I mean, kind of pretty when the sky is black and the sun's behind you. Decided to show a picture of the sky. I thought it was pretty. Anyway, we'll see what the rest of the day brings.
We're doing it, Ari. Dumping some beans. Yeah, she's pretty dry. 9.4 on the moisture, and sure be nice to have 17 or 13, 12. I can live with 10. 9 really sucks. 8 blows, but what do you do? It's blowing like a furnace out there today. I know a guy should wait and let it rain on him to put yield back right in our pocket, but then you can run the risk of not getting stuff done. So here we are, just chucking along. Doing 3.8 miles an hour at the moment. Just about done. Off she goes. So we got to use that Brent cart for some of the beans. It works really nice. It's a demo unit for us, but it's a little on the small side. And we knew that, but that's what they had available. So that's why we're using ours again. We're down to 1 driver and 3 trucks. And so we need a little more volume in the cart to kind of buffer that. That's why we're doing that at the moment. Supposed to get some weather tonight. We don't need a bunch of rain this time of year. The days are so short and the heat's going to shut off. When we do get rain, it stays slimy and wet. So hopefully 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4, 3/4, we can live with that, but almost not this 1-2 inch stuff. There's Dad. It did sprinkle last night, but just not enough to get the beans wet to pick up some moisture. It was blowing all night. We started combining at 9 o'clock this morning. Did end up putting a roller in Dad's draper header. One of the canvas rollers quit turning, or didn't want to turn. Dad pulled it out, then I put 2 new rollers in it this morning, bearings.
Now, good Saturday morning, everybody. Yeah, it went good yesterday. We did a good 300 acres. Got this field done. I had a minor breakdown right before dark, but on the header, had a bearing go out on one of the draper rollers. I lost probably an hour. Mark finished up this field last night. Thunderstorm go through about midnight last night. Really fast moving little cell. We got just basically not hardly a dust settler out of it. Here's my little project. Put new bearings in the roller, so I just got to get this shaft shoved, or the roller shoved into the other end up there. That looks like this. Hex shape or whatever that is. Goes into there. Then, so shouldn't be too bad.
That's a project we were going to do last winter, and we just didn't get the headers pulled into the shop. pull all the canvases. It's a big job. I mean, you got to pull all the canvases. You pull the, well, you don't have to pull them all off, but you do one at a time. Pull the rollers and put all new bearings in it.
I believe we're on day 4. I just got done with that field, and over there Mark is tilling this morning, and those fields were beans. They're done. This is around home, so we are just 1 minute. There he is. Oh, you see him run? Oh, he ran across the ditch. Well, that field there is about done the way it looks. Things are going good. Weather's been great on the warm side, but I guess that's better than wet and cold for harvest, right? I think after today, if we have a good day, if we can get in, get this quarter done and moved, after tomorrow we would be half done, I believe. Yeah, then we'll be on a downhill slide.
Morning. Hey there, everybody. Got down to 30 degrees last night, so we are on our way to freeze up, which hopefully it's a good over a month away yet. Dad's over there rolling up fence. I ripped up this fence here. We're gonna put a road from our bin site there along the edge of the trees through here out to our main road here. Believe it or not, way back when in the early 1900s, there used to be a road here, and you can kind of see it. It'd go right here, and then it went right there, and then it went through our farm. My family used to have a post office here, and so we got a map from way back when that had Goose, Minnesota on it, because there was a post office here. They called it the Summer Road. It went from Roseau all the way to War Road, and it followed kind of some ridge lines and stuff. It was an old trail, and that's what they used for horses and old Model Ts and stuff when that came about. But we're gonna knock a couple trees down. I'm gonna save as many as I can, just what I need. There's some beautiful oaks and some birch there, which I really hate knocking down birch. Anyway, that's what we're up to now. Well, we got her opened up here. We just got to put the pipe in the ditch and fill it in with some black dirt that we got. And we just piled the trees, the extra ones, so we just piled them right there, kind of the corner of the field here anyway. So maybe we can cut on them. We can maybe cut some wood on them when they dry. Anyway, let's go see what the guys are doing in the yard. All right, so here's your bagger 101, or we're gonna install a bag on the bagger. So this is like our, how many bags have we done, Ivan? 8. Okay, so this is number 8. So we feel pretty confident we can show you how to do it, right? Anyway, you put the black towards the front. So we're gonna lower this down. Eric, you want to lower it down? What this does, this thing right here, it's on a cable and it's on a hydraulic winch on the other side. We set this down, and then we essentially put the bag on top of it. So I'll just show you how it all goes. I'd admit it's not the most fun thing to do, but if you got enough help, it's not quite so bad. Now we're gonna have to spin it a little bit, because this here shows us how much stretch we have. And we got to measure that on how hard we're going to pack it in a bag. Okay, so we got one fold out. Now we threw our straps on like this. Now all we got to do is bring it to where we need to put it, and then we're going to pull this fold out. And then we sandwich 2 boards together. I just as well show you that next. So these bags are about 300 feet long. To the best of my guess, they hold about 12,000 bushels a bag. So now we're gonna pull a couple folds out. Okay, so now the bag is started. This here right here tells us how many pounds of pressure we're putting on this brake. So the way this machine works is you can apply so many pounds of pressure to this to the brakes, and then that creates the resistance on how much you put in the bag. So obviously the tighter the brakes, the more you're gonna pack in the bag. Well, how do you know how much to put in here? There's a strip right here, okay? And that tells us how much stretch we have. It says here 17¼ inches of stretch, that's your max. And we keep it around 16½, so that way the animals don't bother it as bad, or if you have a bird or something land on it. So she's pretty solid stuff if you don't get too carried away with getting it tight. The only problems we were having this morning is the field here is pretty much a lot of clay, really high clay content soil. So what was happening is the tires were balling up with mud and it would skid. So then Eric had to set this to the point where it was just about ready to skid, and then he had to use the brakes on the tractor. Well, needless to say, the bags didn't get as nice and level, but we were getting the job done anyway. So anyway, I gotta get going. We gotta get this bin emptied so we can start combining tomorrow. It's been 2 days now since it rained. We got over an inch. It's starting to dry off. I think we were combining some 9% beans. This will definitely help with that. Probably pick up some yield because of it too. Get a little, oops. We got a little daycare center in here. Good thing we don't have Dane in here. He'd be sitting in there playing with it. No, he's doing a repair job on the header. Nothing major, just maintenance type stuff. He's getting that taken care of so that way we can get rolling tomorrow again. Anyway, we are using the Elmer's Hallmaster. That thing is coming in very handy this year. I am super appreciative to Elmer's for letting us use this thing this fall. It has been a lifesaver, and it's an awesome cart. I don't really know how much better you could make a grain cart, honestly. I mean, not trying to blow smoke up your guys's you know what, but I mean, I don't really know what more these guys could do to these carts to make them any better. Ivan's loading carts in front of me here, so I'm gonna jump in that one, go unload it, and then he's gonna load this one. Well, we're one day closer to the finish line, on beans anyway. We are up in Salo. We call this the East Farm. There's like 400 acres up here or more. We're gonna try put a big dent in this today. It was windy all night last night, so no dew, low humidity. They're ready to cut. The guys are getting things ready. Get fuel put on, Jeff. Dane's busy servicing, greasing, Dad's checking out the headers, doing the sections and guards. And yeah, I just woke up and drove out here now. This morning went and got one of the tillage tractors, moved it to a new field, got it all set up. We got a guy, Tim, he'll be coming out after he's done with his job, and he jumps in that. He'll keep that going, kind of try to keep it caught up to the combines here. We're thinking we should be done. We got a couple more days of combining, and then we're going to get everything switched over and get geared up for corn. Typically we start corn about the middle of the month, on the 15th, so we feel like we're behind the 8 ball because there's some other guys going on corn, but we raise that full season bean, so it puts us back a few days typically the last few years, but the yield seems to make up for the little bit of extra time it takes. So our as-grow beans have been doing very well again this year, performing, and not disappointed with a single field yet. Okay, I better help out here. It's enough talking. Let's get going.
What you doing there, Ricky? Like Dane would say. Full hopper and go very far. He's stuck on the edge of the creek here. Alrighty. We'll rescue him. Put it low and leave your header up. Now go forward.
It won't even turn the tires. It won't turn them. It just, the hydro goes, she's wide open.
Well, I'll give him the camera. He'll have more activity than I will. I'm going combining.
Oh, this was unfortunate. Oh. I mean, I'm sinking. Look at that. I shouldn't have been full when I got next to this creek. That was my own dumb fault. I gotta get it pulled out at an angle back here. We're gonna have to hook onto it with the bungee and the grain cart. And of course, my auger's over the creek and I can't get unloaded. But it's not horrible, like, I'm not on the frame yet. Want my tracks back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, we'll get a good tug and she'll come right out.
Huh. Getting lots done.
Smart ass. Well, no point in you guys waiting for the bungee cord, but we'll put you up there when we pull her out.
Well, we got the snake hooked up.
Here comes the saving grace.
Oh, there's Stephanie. Okay. Let's just hope all this iron holds together. Huh.
At least we got a big canvas. This is the first time I've ever had to use this on the cart.
Oh yeah?
Never ever got stuck before. Tell her to come back a little more.
Coming up with a plan. Gotta have a plan. What gear we're gonna run in. Nice. Real nice. Tell us how you feel.
Well, it came out really good.
Well, we are back doing beans. We were down for a couple days. We ended up getting, I think, about 1.5 inches of rain. So that shut us down, and we're getting closer to the end. So by Saturday, we should be wrapped up with beans, and then the guys will get the corn headers hooked up, and then we will start corn, possibly, I think they're talking Monday. So lots of corn to do. Hopefully we'll be done with that by the end of the month. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little update on where we were at. Last week, the moisture on the beans were around 9. Doing much better now after that rain. We are around 12.5 moisture-wise right now. So as I was saying, that 12.5 moisture should hold strong. We've been having cooler days, so they won't be drying down as bad. as they were earlier with all that heat, that unusual heat that we had, the 80-degree weather, which was quite odd for October. Usually we're around 60 degrees, but it is feeling more like fall than it has been, so that's a plus.
Well, I haven't been reporting for a little while. Been busy giving her this week after the rain came last weekend like we talked about. We were able to get going on Wednesday. We're probably averaging about 330 acres a day with the 2 machines. We're really happy with that. We are on our last field. We'll be done early today. Get these headers off and put the corn headers on and dip into that and see where it's at. Probably yet this afternoon. And of course, going with the wind. I think we have one breakdown. Well, 2. I had one a couple days ago. One of the pins in the fingers of the drum down there. One of those longer quick pins. When they break, then they let loose. So caught it right away, didn't hurt anything. Just popped a new pin in, and the new finger didn't get hurt. So yesterday, Mark broke the sickle. The sickle broke on him, so we had a splice kit with in a service truck and slapped that in and finished up on that field last night like we wanted to. And we get to start real early this morning, a bit of heavy dew, and actually out north of this one of our further north fields, it was heavy frost there, so we didn't get really rolling on this one till about 10:30. The wind picked up. I almost forgot to give you an update on the fall colors. We've had some wind. We've lost a lot of our earlier leaves. Like you give it crap. Some of the green ones are hanging in there. Well, it's kind of dusty up there, but I better put my auger out. My last dump. I got to record my last dump. I think it's exciting. You guys don't care, but I do. Anyway, yeah. Well, those lead trees over there, that's like a hybrid poplar. They seem to lose theirs last. I don't know. It's kind of dull looking now, but we'll record my last dump. I can't show you any beautiful trees right now, because I'm not near any. Yay! Anyway, that's my fall leaf update. It's not very good. Maybe I'll give you one later on if I find some. Steph, give me about talking about the leaves. Well, not if you're a long ways away, you'd like to know where our season is. We're currently in end of the first week of October. Over and out. Should have had a hat on. Where are we? We're in a bean field, I think. Yes. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Eber. Don't put that in there.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Better hurry up, because I gotta take a shit.
Open dime.
Just got done eating lunch. Steph looks at this stuff and she's like, what the
I gotta call Dad and see what's going on, and I'll turn you guys on later. Not literally, you know what I mean.